Okay, so I have this friend named Brianna. She's a little bit overweight and she was looking for a solution to help her lose that extra weight. So she came to me and I told her about the dance group that I'm in, Hite Otera, and how it's really good with the cardio exercise and how it'll help her lose that extra weight like that. So it took a little bit of persuading, but she finally joined, and after 4 or 5 months of being there, she finally reached her weight loss goal, and then she quit. But then after 2 or 3 weeks of being gone, she came back and said that she really had a good time, had a lot of fun, met a lot of new people, and she just fell in love with the culture, so she couldn't just quit like that. And according to a website article where no author was provided by Polynesian Paradise, they gave out random surveys to audiences, and then it's been proven that Polynesian dance is very entertaining because people think it's fun, it's unique, and it's something new. And also, according to Polynesian Bodies, these cultural dances utilize every muscle in your body, so it helps you stay in shape or lose that extra weight, and it also helps you maintain your body's overall health. So in this speech, I'm going to demonstrate 3 different types of Polynesian dance. The first type I'm going to demonstrate is how to do Hawaiian. The second type I'm going to demonstrate is Tahitian. And the third type I'm going to demonstrate is Maori. So let's get started. In Hawaii, the most basic step that you can do and the foundation of all hula dances is the kaholo. It's a pretty basic 3-step move. It's pretty much go to the right first, it's step, together, step, touch, and then go back to your left, step, together, step, touch. And the most common way to use our arms for this is just when you go on your right, put your hands out to the right. When you go to the left, put your hands out to the left. So all together it would be step, together, step, touch, step, together, step, touch. But for the men, you're a little more stiff. So for the girls, they have to be a little bit more graceful and a little bit more sensual. So they throw in those hula hands and then they use a lot more hip. So let me show you what the females do. It's step, together, step, touch, step, together, step, touch. That's for the females. Another common move you have is called the ami. For the guys, you want to have your feet shoulder length apart. You want to bend your knees a little bit, and all you're going to do is move your hips in a circular motion. So it looks like this. And for the girls, it's a little bit different, but pretty much the same. You just have your feet together, you bend a little bit more, and then they exaggerate it more. So for the girls, it's a little bigger, like that. And then another step that in hula you use is very simple. You bend your knees, you stick out your left foot, bring it back in. Stick out your right foot, bring it back in, stick out your left foot, and bring it back in. That's called the hela. So it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Pretty simple. That's the same for females and for men. The last step for hula that I'm going to teach you is called the awehi. This one, you bend your knees. If you notice, in all the moves, you have to bend your knees. It's essential. So you bend your knees, you pick up your right foot, and then you stick out your knees. Okay? Pick up your left foot, stick out your knees. So it's step, awehi, step, awehi, step, awehi. That's all the hula moves. To recap, the kaholo, step together, step, touch, step together, step, touch. The ami, the circular motion with your hips. A hela, right out, right in, left out, left in, and then the awehi. Step, awehi, step, awehi. Okay. So now we have the foundation of hula. Let's move into a little bit something more upbeat. And this is where the cardio exercise come in. This is the Tahitian dance. Now for the men, the most basic move that you have for Tahitian is called the pauti. So for this, you want to stick your arms out. For Tahitian moves, this is pretty much the foundation of your arm motion. Your arms are just out. So you want to put your feet in the V formation, bend your knees, and just move your legs in and out. This is called the pauti. And of course, you go faster depending on the beat and the music that you're dancing to. And there's 2 different ways you can do this. This one is the stationary one, and there's another way where you pick up 1 foot at a time. That's usually when you're moving around. So if you go right, it's right, and then left. In stationary, you could go down. And this takes a lot of lower body muscle in your legs especially. Gets your legs really toned and helps you stay in shape. And like I said, it's really good at cardio exercise. For girls, the most common move you have is called the tamau. This one, arms out, bend your knees, and your hips just go side to side. That's for the girls. That's the tamak. And then this one, just like the other one, you could go right and left. Everything's pretty much the same in that sense. And another move for the men is called the tapadudu. This one, you have your feet more spread apart, wider spread apart. Bend your knees. You want to get as low as you can in like a squat position kind of thing. And you want to shuffle your feet as fast as you can. So it looks like this. This is called the tapadudu. And this one you could go around in a circle. This one takes a lot of endurance as well. A lot of leg muscle. A little more difficult, but it's fun. And for the girls, the most difficult move you have is a parapu. It's just like the ami, but it's a lot faster. Your hips go a lot faster, depending on the music, of course. And that's pretty much it for the Tahitian. And the last one I'm going to show you is the Maori. And Maori, they use the Maori poi. And poi just basically means ball. So the ball attached to a string. And then this is very simple. This is all in the wrist. You use your wrist a lot, and if you need to go over your body, you just throw it over. Very simple. So you're spinning the ball, and if you need to go across your body, just throw your arm over and come back. Throw your arm over and come back. Same thing if you're going over your head. Just throw your hand over your back, come back. So it's very simple. And you use two, same thing. This takes a lot of hand and eye coordination. Just throw it over and come back. Throw it over and come back. And this first started for the women. They use this to help with their finger flexibility and for the wrist. So for like weaving and cooking and stuff like that, this is very helpful. And for the men, they use this also for the wrist and fingers and stuff for like hunting and like war and stuff like that. But there's a lot of different moves that you can do with these. These don't really have names. They're just, you just do it. You just and then you can put them together, do it with one hand. And you could do it a lot faster, of course. And for some entertainers, they like to make it a little more entertaining, and they like to set these on fire. You have to use a special type of poi balls to set on fire, but a lot of people like that. It's a lot more entertaining. And for a lot of Maori dances, they're used back then for like intimidation. They do Maori dances like before wars, and now they're commonly used like before games, like football games or lacrosse or rugby. And in these type of dances, they use something called a pukana, which is to intimidate the opponent. It's really just ugly. You just make ugly faces and you yell out things, and it's scary. It really is. They paint their faces, and then for the girls, all they really do is they make their eyes really wide. They pull up their lips and they pull down the side. So it looks like that. And for the guys, you just stick out your tongue. You make your eyes really big, and you stick out your tongue. And for the hand motions, they use a lot of shaking. They use a lot of shaking. I guess it helps with the scare tactics. And then in the culture, you're not supposed. It's disrespectful to show your palms when you're doing these dances. But of course, like if you're trying to intimidate the opponent, you're gonna show your palms a little bit more because you're showing them that you don't care about them. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the Maori dances. So in this speech, I demonstrated 3 different types of Polynesian dances. First, I demonstrated how to do Hawaiian dancing. Second, I demonstrated how to do Tahitian. And third, I demonstrated how to do Maori. So let's be like Brianna and help. And these dances help you stay in shape, and it's something new, and everyone loves it. It's really fun. Thank you.